Hello everyone. Hello. I'm gonna be here soon. Sorry, I'm falling a bit behind today. I was trying to get the stuff working. What do we call it? I was trying to get my camera working, my hand cam. It's been a bit of a nuisance to me. Oh god. Yeah, and it works. It's just super laggy. But I'll be here in a couple of minutes. I'll be here. Oh my gosh, I'm here. Hello. Oh, wait, can you hear me? You can hear me. Good. Oh my gosh, this is not going great. I've been, sorry, it's 8 minutes late and I've only just started the stream proper. Oh, but I just couldn't get this darn document camera not to have a frame rate of a dead goat. Oh, now my tracking camera's in the wrong position. Oh, let me move my tracking camera. There we go. Is that better? Tracking camera. Stay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Anthony. Yahoo, Milano. How are you both doing? How is everyone doing? Oh my gosh, I'm late. I didn't put out my reminder post. Are there going to be many more people turning up? Professional streamer moment. I'm sorry. I was having... Look, I even managed to draw my little tyrannid. Do you know how many apps I have to open now for my computer? Whenever... No, not for my computer. Whenever I start to stream, I have to get YouTube up, obviously. I have to get OBS, which is my streaming software, up. Then I have to get stream avatars up so we can have a little cupcakes at the bottom. I've got to get VTS Pog up so that Cuptool can, you know, function. I've got to get Free Bridger to connect to my phone so that my tracking camera. Then I have to get my open up VTube Studio so it will connect to because that's where my model is. Free Bridger connects to my tracking camera. VTube Studio connects to Free Bridger. I have to make sure everything's working. Then I have to get up, mix it up. Then I have to test, mix it up to make sure the overlays working from it, if the commands are working. Well, hell, how are you doing? And then I have to make sure that Cuptool's audio is being picked up properly because I've been having issues with that. And then I have to set up my document. Well, actually, before then. Oh, yeah. After opening up OBS and making sure everything's working, I have to open up my streaming software. I have to open up YouTube, get out the chat, pop it out, copy the chat box in so I can see the chat box in VTube Studio. And so that you've got this, not VTube Studio, OBS. And then I've got to put it into the overlay so that you can see the chat on screen. And then once that's done, I have to close OBS and reopen it so that all the settings are saved, but in case OBS crashes and I need to reopen it so I don't have to do everything again. And then I have to set up the camera. Or before it can set up the camera. Either way, once OBS is open, I have to set up the camera because it's with the OBS settings that I try to set it up with. And it's like, oh my gosh. Sometimes the camera's fine. Like sometimes it's not laggy at all. And for today, I don't know how to get rid of the lag. Like the lag's just too much today. Also, we can turn off Captain Flappy Bat and the neurodivergent lictor. Yeah. See, it's just really laggy. It's like even worse than last time. It feels like the camera's just been getting worse. Or is it just me? Maybe it's because we're back to painting models, so we need more detail, where before we've only been building them. So we weren't moving too much. The issue is if I do any fast movements, if I do it very slowly and allow it to focus. Okay, it's not too bad now. Maybe it's these gloves. If I do this. I'm not sure it's the gloves because... Why did a buy just appear? It never seems to keep the same settings. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh no, it never keeps the same. I have to reset the settings each time. I set them to the same settings every single time. But obviously it's because I have to put away my camera. So then I have to get it back out. So maybe it's because it's at different heights. So I've been experimenting. This is why it's more zoomed in right now because the heights. Actually, I could zoom it out a little because I have the... Oh... Yeah, I can zoom it out because one of the things I did was zoom in the screen because I have a habit of when it's on screen, I work down here. And when it's down here at the bottom of here, you can't see very often, especially if I'm working here. If I bring, like, it down here, and then if I bring it up, you quickly just can't see it anymore. And I have a habit of working down there. So that's why. Like F has changed since last time, but it's chugging. Yeah. I'm not sure. It can also be the lighting, because I do know the lighting can have an effect on it. If I don't have enough light, it becomes all chuggy. But one of the things that they advertise this camera for is using in Zoom meetings, not just for like showing documents. Also, I don't know how you can show a document when it's this shiny. Like most people's documents are white. Why is it so reflective? What's going on here? I have the brightness setting down. Okay, I can turn the little light off, but Maybe it's because I'm just meant to zoom in more. Maybe I'm meant to be super zoomed in. Like if I'm zoomed in, no, it's still incredibly bright. It's flash banging bright at this point. But they do say have an incredibly bright thing. Hello, everyone. Why does it keep showing the bye emote on screen? But hello, Tony for Tanuki. How you doing? Hand. You need to put a little Sharpie marker on whatever stand you use to say, this is where it doesn't die. Put it here and then ignore that line when it doesn't work anyway. You're good. Oh my gosh. No, because... But the camera is its own stand. It's built into the stand. Oh gosh. No, this is... I mean, it's not too laggy now. Maybe it was just worse with my fingers. Because obviously I don't wear the gloves until basically I'm already streaming. I don't know why it's so incredibly bright though. Like... You'd think it's a contrast, but I have the contrast set to 0. I have the exposure set to literally 0. I have the gamma set to the lowest it can go. The white balance doesn't seem to matter. Backlight comp. I don't know what backlight comp even does. It never feels like it changes anything. White balance is weird. Like, all it makes is things look a bit blue. Or things look orange. That's all it's about. It's like how much blue and orange do you want? Apparently that's the light balance. Power line frequency, anti-flicker. I don't know what my power line frequency is. Oh, hue is set to 0. Because hue just changed. Saturation. Oh yeah, I changed the saturation because otherwise colours just seem too bright. Like this colour is a dark purple. It looks almost pink there. This colour is roughly correct. Yeah, I'm not sure why everything is just so bright all of the time with this camera. Yeah, saturation being too high upsets it. If I set saturation lower, it becomes grey. It was a dark time. Do you like this colour? Do you like this colour of red? Oh, that's cool. I set it to about 75, so that gives me for more realistic colours. Yeah, this is a bit darker than it looks though on screen. Yeah, I don't know why. It just seems to like magnify the brightness by 100. But if I set the brightness down by like 100, I guess maybe that's rather accurate. I mean, this is still way too bright. Even with the brightness down, it's like the brightness is almost, oh, it's not quite as low as it can go.
Grays out, frame rate improves. There's your problem. You're not in a film noir.
I'm not in film noir. Yes, okay, this is as low as the brightness will go. How's this? Frame rate, the frame rate is barely changed from the brightness. Oh, so now it's too dark. That's too dark. I generally set it to about -30 for brightness. Yeah, that's about right. How does this colour look? They're way too vibrant. Maybe I'll lower the saturation even more. Maybe I just set it to a middle line. Okay, actually that looks a lot better. How's the frame rate? A little better. Set the brightness down even more, maybe. Okay, click apply. Okay, okay. Yeah, see, this is... I don't know why white is so incredibly bright. If I press this button... Oh no, that turns the light back on. The light wasn't even on. Yeah, the frame rate's not improved that much. Okay, never mind. Frame rate sucks. Oh my gosh, I don't have a hand anymore. I don't have a hand. Hello, werewolf game. Good luck. Thank you. Good luck with you too. Hannah's cam. Oh, my hand's disappeared. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, can I just make my entire arm disappear? This isn't because the frame rate's low. This is just how quickly I move. It's like... It can't keep up. Hello, John. How you doing? Maybe if I turn all of these lights off, maybe the entire thing is the document camera. Oh my god, it's dark. Yeah, and it's still a bit... Maybe a document camera lied to me this entire time. Maybe it doesn't want lots of light. Maybe it just wants darkness. Oh gosh, this is the best exercise ever. You're doing meh? Oh no, why are you doing meh? Love heart to you. To break the frames work out. I mean, it has a limited frame rate of only 30 FPS, but that shouldn't really matter. Considering it's on YouTube. And it's being streamed, like 60 FPS is hard to even achieve when it comes to streamed media. Even if you're streaming at 60 FPS, it's likely people are not watching in 60 FPS. Even if they think they are or want to be. Yeah, here's a neurodivergent nectar. Claws are a bit small. Yeah, I also need to figure out how to get this blooming. I keep looking up the instructions, like how do people use these document cameras? Is mine just special? Does it just like making things as shiny as they can be? Maybe it's because of the types of lights I have. Maybe it's because they're all LEDs. Maybe I turn off this light. Will that help? No, this is still incredibly shiny. It might be the type of lights I have. Because I got these incredibly bright LEDs behind my desk. Cupcake! No, don't eat me, Jebra! I was like, hello, Jebra, how you doing, Jebra? Just a mad day. Oh. Yeah, so here's our little Tyranids. As long as I keep still, it looks fine. It looks fine. It's fine as long as I stay still. Also, I'm too zoomed in right now. Let me zoom out a little. There we go. How you doing, Cupcake? Oh, gosh. So yeah, we're going to be painting these guys today. I remember to get my water. In my official dough cup. I've got my little tissue for drying my brushes. I've got my painting pad over here, which I'll keep in the corner so you're not getting flashbanged. I know to flashbang you with the brushes. Also, do you like my little, what's it called? Here we go. Here you go. What does it look like? Oh, my little chalkboard drawing. It's off a little Tyranid. That's the colour scheme we're going for, by the way. Cupcake colours. I mean, you might think Cupcake colours are like black. Not black. Oh, yeah, you're green and purple with a little bit of black. No, for originally, pink and yellow with a little bit of blue. And they will be again. Oh, but yeah, I've got to... Oh my gosh. It's not just low frame rate. It's delayed. Like, off. Off. On. Off. On. Off. On. 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 Best way to paint. You can't even see the brush. Oh, gosh. This just makes me look like a Speedy Gonzales painter. Speedy Gonzales! You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out this yellow and I'm going to see how it looks.
I shall remove the paint pad so you're no longer being blinded, And now to bring back white as brushes.
Yes, it's Games Workshop. They knew what we're doing. They know what they're doing. They're like, you know, we know you like to stream and stuff, so we're giving you. So to blind your viewers. Yeah, oh my gosh, you can't even see that I'm painting yellow here. That's how bright it is. Okay, can you see the yellow? Oh my gosh, it does not. Also, that's really, 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 really too much paint on the brush. Okay, yeah, these brushes aren't as bad as the starter brush. But and I'm gonna have to change this video capture device, aren't I? Configure video. Should I lower the brightness a bit more? No, you can't even see for even if I lower the brightness, you cannot see the colour. You cannot see the fact I'm using yellow. I don't know, it's just way too bright. Hey, we heard you liked having retinas, so we didn't. So we decided you didn't need them anymore. You're welcome. Yes. Oh gosh. Just turn down the brightness on your screens. It's fine. It's fine. Turn on dark mode in real life. Well, that yellow's looking nicer though. Okay, I don't like it there because I put way too much yellow on. Okay, in real life, I'm always confused by the words yellow and white, and I accidentally say white when I mean yellow and yellow when I mean white. So, you know, this is fine. The fact that you can't tell the difference between yellow and white when I'm painting. Okay, I do kind of like this. This is looking nicer than the previous yellows. Like, this is a previous yellow we're going for. It's better than my original attempt, this one. But I think this is starting to look nicer. We'll still do the aggressive shade on it. Oh yeah, I found out where the rules are for the Macarius. Not Macarius. Mount Cador Infernus. It's in the Imperial Armory book. There's an Imperial Army data sheet on the community website, and that's where you can find the Macarius stats, Macarius Infernus. I thought it would be like the Space Marine stuff from Horus Heresy, where it's in its own Horus Heresy list. No, it's called Imperial Armor, and it's separate from Legends. So that means it's actually, you can use it in tournaments, I believe. It's a terrible vehicle, honestly, in Imperial Armor. 18-inch attack range. Torrents of it automatically hit. Turning on dark mode IRL is closing my eyes. I tried it and I still see the brush paint pad of a dawn yellow. Look. You signed a waiver. You agreed to not sue as soon as you start watching my things. It's not my fault. Oh my gosh, that's way too bright. It's fine. Some aggressive shade will fix that. The fastest brush in the West. Oh gosh. The next step of dark mode is leaving. No! Don't leave a stream! I'll move a dawn yellow. I'll move a little tissue. Look. One of the... Oh my gosh, that wing will blind you. Don't worry. Don't worry, it won't blind you too much. Oh my gosh. The light isn't even on the camera. I could make it brighter. Oh gosh. Maybe if I click this thing here, is that better? A little bit. Although now the focus feels off.
Come on Cupcon, fine I'll do it for you. Don't leave the stream, at least before you like and subscribe.
No, you're not allowed to leave a stream. You have to like, you have to subscribe, you have to stay on the stream for the entire thing. You have to invite your friends to also watch the stream. And you have to chat. You have to engage with the stream. Also, oh my gosh. You know, me being a little bit late to the stream, I think the YouTube algorithm decided to really punch me in the gut. Oh gosh. Yeah, oh yeah. What is its stats? It's got 18-inch range for Macarius Infernus. This is not Macarius, Mount Cador Infernus. This is a vehicle I was showing off yesterday that I bought. 18-inch range on its main weapon. D6 plus 3 attacks. That's not very many for a giant flamethrower as your main weapon. But if you got another Mount Cador, you'd have a turret weapon and a demolisher cannon. Instead, you're replacing it with this tiny... I mean, it does automatically hit because it has torrent. But a normal heavy flamer gets D6 attacks. It's also strength 5, just like a normal heavy flamer. It's AP -1, a normal heavy... No, -2, sorry. A normal heavy flamer is AP -1. -2 is better than -1. And it's damage 2, where normal heavy flame is damage 1. It's literally barely any better than a normal heavy flamer. And it can get 2 heavy flamers, which are like this big. Its main gun is this big. And it's barely any better than the tiny gun it can have on its side that's this big. It's not a Macarius, it's a Mount Cador. A Mount Cador. I just keep wanting to say Macarius because Macarius is great. But yeah, it's honestly, it looks amazing. I absolutely adore it, but stat-wise, it's absolutely terrible. It's like, why would you ever use this? And it's like, it costs as much. You could just get another Mount Cador that has a demolisher cannon built into it and has a big auto cannon turret or something. And it will do way more damage at way longer ranges and be cheaper and just be better. Hey there, Lamon. Hope you're doing well. Don't mind for low frame rates. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Invite your friends to watch the stream. Give me engagement so that fake YouTube algorithm will support me. Oh gosh. I mean, that is a lot to fire. Wish it had blast too, but that shoot on death ability is funny. Oh yeah, it does have a shoot on death ability. I mean, it is funny, but the thing is, if you take it out to any range above 18 inches, which isn't very far, it doesn't. It will go. I can shoot, yeah, but what are you gonna hit? We didn't. We weren't stupid enough to walk directly in front of your face. Like, good point. Look at his wing just bounced about. Just like making my fingers disappear. Having a good morning. I'm glad you're having a good morning. There you go. We'll paint. We'll paint. We'll paint and paint and paint. Yeah, but for I love the Macarius. For Mount Cador! Just was reading the comments. Macarius is also cool, although it looks like they might be getting rid of them. Oh gosh. But yeah, for its price, it's just buy 2 hellhounds. I mean, for its price, you could just buy lots of other things. It's like... it's just a very disappointing stat line. I think that's the biggest thing to call it. You got such a big gun that it has to tow like a fuel canister with it for its massive flame cannon. And then it's just like, yeah, it's about as good as just 2 heavy flamers. Technically worse if you're just fighting orcs. Honestly, actually, maybe that yellow isn't doing very good here. Now I'm thinking maybe I needed to add a different shade first. Maybe. I'm not sure. Have to see how it looks after. You know what? I can put a bit of a wash on it. Where's my aggressive shade? Let me get it out. Do I have that here? Nope. Hello, Mississippi Gonzo. How you doing? Oh. I'm hoping that now they've released it, they'll update its stats in 40k. Well, there are a few things like that that just make me go, I don't get it. Okay, let's get this aggressive shade working. I want to see how it looks, because I'm still experimenting how to get the colour I want working. Nah, that looks terrible. I still want the Folkite Lehman Russ. I think it's plastic kit now for Horus Heresy, but I want to see its stats in for. Also, do you know for armored transport vehicle for first? Do you know for Solar Auxilia? That one looks so cool. The other one is called like the Draken something over. Let's bring it up on screen. Oh gosh. What am I looking at? Games Workshop website. Warhammer. Favorite website. Go. Yeah, this is what I got. This is amazing and it has kind of terrible stats. This is cool. These are incredibly cool. Oh. Look at that for Basilisk. Look at that Sentinel. It looks so stupid. Oh, and that's cool. And that's also cool. And very cool. And very cool. Look at all of these cool dudes. But yeah, this is the thing I want for Draco Sand Transport. New record for self-restraint, yeah. This is what I want stats for in 40k. As if they did, I'd buy like 3 of them. It's so cool. It's got like a demolisher cannon and it's a transport vehicle. And look at, is that a multi-laser? That's a heavy flamer sponsor. And little missiles. Template. Oh. Yeah. That's expensive though. It's almost as expensive as this thing. In fact, it's more expensive than the tank destroyer here. Look at this though, for Arthur's lighter. Oh, cool, we got a little gun in the back. That's cool. He does look a bit big for it. That's the one thing about vehicles, especially the transport vehicles, is as soon as you start having different characters inside it, you just realise just how undersized they are in the game. Like, look at that pilot. That pilot is way too big for that cockpit. It's like, wait a minute. If this is meant to be a transport vehicle, how many people can it even transport? It's like, yeah. Oh, look at these things. That's super cool. And that's cool. Malcador Defender. I would have thought that they would have released the Malcador kit with variations. Yeah, it's fine. So for Lehman Russ has a 4-kite gun now. Oh yeah, it does. That's cool. I don't think they'd ever bring for 40k the 4-kite Lehman Russ to 40k. Just because. Oh yeah, but if you want to see how to get some of the... If you can't find rules or something, you don't know where it is for 40k, it might be under either Legends or Imperial Armor. Yeah, I never realised I had Imperial Armor Tyranids. Aridian. The Hierophant are here. The Bio-Titans. Necrons. The Falkite Russ used to look really cool, went hard into the steampunk design. Let me just check something about the thing. If I type in LOL, what happens? Does my LOL emote appear? It does. Why does buy emote keep appearing? Just let me check my Mix It Up page at the moment. Sorry. The buy emote keeps randomly appearing and I'm not sure why. Users, command groups. Okay, it's in commands. Flying emote. Floating emotes, Arthur. Bye. The biggest bugs I want a Hierophant one day. I want a Howdedon. Actually, I want both, but you know. Okay, so the Falkite Russ used to look really cool. Went hard into a steampunk design. Okay. Falkite Russ. I'm sorry, I'm looking to see what of these could have triggered for buy. I've got buy, see ya. Obviously that doesn't say see ya anywhere here. Got to go. Is there GTG inside any of these words? Nope. A BRB? Nope. That took you 30 minutes. I knew that got... Yeah, I don't know why the... Let me test it. Yeah, there you go. That's bye. Let me test the hello emote. What's a hello emote working? The yo one. Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, yours working correctly. Emotes are being silly goobers. They are. So I've been adding loads of emotes. I've added like 35 emotes, and for some reason it doesn't want to work. Let me check. Oh gosh. No, they should be working fine as they used to, but whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah, I've already got the Astra Militarum here. Part 2. What's in for part 2? But Avenger Strike Fighter. Boss Pattern Lightning. Thunderbolt. Oh, is this just all the flyers? Vulture Gunship. Marauder Bomber. Marauder Destroyer. Tarantula Battery, so that's an anti-air. Rapier Laser Destroyer Battery. Hades Breaching Drill. And the Trojan Support Vehicle. Oh, and they're all still official effectively. That's cool. Other rules. Rattlings, Breaker Boys, Lieutenant Titus. Lieutenant Titus rules are a bit disappointing. Nemesis Claw. Oh yeah, I remember Nemesis Claw. Nemesis Claw is effectively what I'm... is the Night Lord rules. Wait, what's this? Visions of Suffering. Each time model in this unit makes an attack that targets an enemy unit that is below starting strength, add 1 to the hit roll. If that enemy unit is below half strength, add 1 to the wound roll as well. That's cool, actually. Is that just like any attack? Yeah, just any attack. Voice Eater. They're cool. I like these dudes. Pardon me. Professionary Nostrama can have Nostraman. Professionary Nostraman can have an accursed weapon or power fist. Any number can take a chainsword. If unit contains 10 or more, 1 can get a heavy bolt or missile launcher. 1 can get a melter gun, plasma gun, or flamer. And up to 4 can have accursed weapons. That's like a power weapon. Chain glaive. Ooh. Paired accursed weapons. 1 voice eater and 1 Astartes chainsword. What's a voice eater? Voice eater. Enemy units cannot be targeted stratagems while they are within engagement range. Ooh, that's cool. A chain blade and a chain glaive. Nostraman chain glaive. Ah. Wait, where's the chain blade here? Nostraman chain glaive. Oh, and he starts with a chain blade. Okay, that's why. Chain glaive, sustained hit. 3-8. Ooh, that's powerful. That's good. Just bows don't look very painted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're looking at the website again. But hello, Talan. How you doing? We've been having technical issues, especially with the camera. With its. Do you want to see this frame rate? Have you seen this frame rate, Talan? Look at this. Can you see my hand? I don't have hands. All I have is speed. No, my hand's here. Don't worry about it. And it's gone again. Like here's red paint. And now it's disappeared. Whoa. No red paint. It's back again. 50 minutes in, it's so over. No, I had started painting. Look. We started painting. And then we were trying to resolve technical issues. Actually, we were trying to resolve... I also started really late because I was having technical issues. Oh, smug works. Look, the smug emote appeared. Why did it appear, though? It is obvious because you're very fast. I am too fast. I need to move slower. Hi, Honey Rose. How you doing? Ow! I just whacked my finger. Also, I was waiting for the Agvax of shade to dry a little. I just got hair. How did I get? I just got hair all over this thing. But yeah, I'm looking how this looks. It doesn't look that great, to be honest. Hey, maybe once you got the purple, it would look cooler. Maybe I should have done for brighter this yellow first. There's lag on, yeah, and yeah, the video is very laggy. The frame rate is very low on this. Camera. I'm not sure why. I think this is where some of my technical problems have come in. Okay, that looks nicer. And then okay, I should have just painted this first, and then I'll paint the other lighter yellow on top of this yellow. Yeah, that's what I should have done first. Agvax Earth shade. Ain't that a shade? Yeah, it's a shade. It's an ink. I was just testing it on this to see how it looked. Yeah, I should not have forgone the brighter yellow colour first. Right, I should have gone skin colours, then this bright yellow colour, then this very pale yellow. Also, randomly, the emote for buy just keeps appearing. So, Cupcake, why is there no purple orcs? Because there are purple orcs, you just can't see them. Frame rate is indirectly proportional to white intensity. It kind of... No, not just white intensity. If I turn it grey, there's less frame rate. Do you want to see something fun? Do you want to see something fun? D. The frame rate is actually higher somehow if I just make everything grey. If we go all film noir, frame rate improves. Not by a whole lot, but you know. Come on, get fixed. Get to 50. There we go. Black noir painting. Yep, black noir. Because purple is the sneakiest colour. Purple is the sneakiest colour. Oh gosh. Also, these guys are going to be a bit purple. This is the colour scheme we're painting to, by the way. If I hold it still here, you can see. Yeah, as you can see, the yellow here isn't great either. For purple, I love what we got going for purple. I love what we got going for blue. I just don't like what we got going for yellow. So I'm trying to improve. Oh gosh. Yeah, but I've been having technical issues, so we started the stream a bit late. I was a bit late to starting it rather because I'm like just trying to resolve getting the frame rate to at least be a few frames. I might just have to get a different camera. The issue is...
Jim Gamblet Stacker says there are no purple orcs because orcs see purple as bad luck.
No, they don't see purple as bad luck. They see purple as the sneakiest colour. Or maybe they do see it as bad luck. Maybe it's both, because orcs don't like being sneaky. Most don't. That's why they don't trust commandos. But blue is their colour of good luck. Blue is a lucky colour. And purple is literally just blue and red, so... Okay, how does that look? That looks better. I still want to go over with the other yellow colour afterwards. Although maybe there's no point now, I've already put it down. Oh no. I was going to say something about colour fee, but then I remembered the opposite of purple is yellow, and yellow is a wealthy colour, not the lucky colour. Yeah. When you're lucky and going fast, it means you can't be seen. And that's what purple is. You're being lucky and you're going fast. It's too good, it's too strong. But green is still the best colour. There we go. How's this looking now? It's looking a lot better. Yeah, the brown base colour is really helping this thing look better than when we had a black base colour. Undercoat rather, not base. I am a genius painting 2 minutes. I am a genius painting 2 minutes. Yeah, it's still way too bright for yellow, mind you. That's why I'm going to have to tone it down this pale yellow over the top. That's originally painted these guys. It was this bright yellow. It was black, bright yellow, light yellow. An aggressive shade and a bit of neon oil. Which doesn't look too great. Actually, I'm not even sure we used the bright yellow that much on this one. Not the Carnifex we did. Oh gosh, that's way too much. Get off. Get off. Get all that yellow off. Oh no. Oh no. Too much of it. Too much. And use the clans in Back to Fleet Gothic. Yellow gives all the looted Atlantis upgrade, which means they take off their Effie guns. They do 2 damage per hit, but you get constant long range lances instead. Ooh. That's cool. BRB, you need food. Good luck! I hope you acquire food, and lots of it. So your family does not starve this winter. Oh, our Rimworld. Our Rimworld is doing well. Can you believe we somehow managed to get enough food to survive? Actually, I have no idea if we've got enough food to survive for winter. I just assume we do. I hope we do. I've also been playing a bunch of Elite Dangerous more. I tried doing, more on foot missions. Trying them out, and one of them was a scavenge mission. I tried out scavenge missions. I found out running people down is the best way to fight. Because if you try a scavenger mission, they'll send you to a planet where there's a crashed ship, and there'll always be pirates there or something trying to loot the ship before you. And they'll fight you off, but you're just one person with low tier gear. They're 5 people with high tier gear. But then I'm like, oh, I've got a vehicle in my hangar. So you take out your little vehicle, your driving vehicle, and you just drive them all down, and then you can loot. It's like it's got a big gun as well, but they destroy a vehicle pretty quickly. So you just run them down. It's like, and because it's low gravity, the bodies just go flying like miles away. Oh, it's hilarious. But then it's like, do you know before when we were on doing the delivery missions, and when we were on the planet, we found those little people with quest markers above their head, and you can take quests from them. We didn't take a quest, but I finally decided to do that since the quest was on my way anyway. And well, it turns out, do you know these NPCs? But they despawn. It's like if you go to a planet, it will spawn in a bunch of NPCs on the little colony that you go to. And then as soon as you leave it, so it's no longer loaded, all of those NPCs despawn. Blue or red upgrades. Bow, maniac gunners, a looted top. Ooh, looted top. Plus 5 centimeters speed on fleet. That's already kind of nippy anyway. Ooh. Yeah, Arcs gets in for +1 movement on vehicles. Is insane. Always been a very powerful upgrade, painting them red. Hi, Cupcake, not feeling too good today. Your cat just threw up. Oh no, I hope your cat's okay, and I hope you're okay too. I hope your cat's not ill. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, but the issue is what happens is the NPC gave me a mission that I had to complete by coming back to the NPC and handing in the final mission. But the issue is I left the planet to do the mission, and the NPC immediately despawns. And she won't come back. It's randomly generated NPCs each time. And I know that they have a thing where they, when it randomly generates them, if you're on a quest, it will spawn in the person you meant to, like, deliver something to, or pick up something from, or kill, or whatever it is. But when it comes to handing in quests, if it's to a NPC, they forgot to do it, so it spawns them back in instead. Well, actually, no, what happens once you do the quest and then it's meant to update the quest. See, why does that bar keep appearing? I don't know. That bar just like, ooh, it's running like up across this side of the screen going, wee. The face when you have emetophobia and trying not to puke yourself and then the kitty does it. Oh no. Emetophobia? What's emetophobia? I don't know what that is. Fear of vomit. Oh, I should have guessed. Yeah, I imagine that's difficult not to vomit because I always have the same issue when it's like, if I can smell vomit, it makes me want to vomit myself. I think it's a natural reflex. You know, probably a survival instinct. To get like a parasite or something out of your system. Or potential parasite rather. Yeah, Google with the quickness. Google with the quickness. Yeah, but then it's like you're going back to a planet and then you can't hand in the mission and you're trying to do everything you can to get the mission finished, but then you have to abandon it anyway. And then at the end, you abandon it because the quest line's obviously broken. And then it says to you, oh, I'm sorry we couldn't have a commander that could follow through with a mission. And it's like, why is it they always hire me to do a delivery? I do the delivery, and then when it comes to getting paid, I can't get paid because of some stupid glitch in the game. And then the game has the audacity to fine me and tell me that I couldn't follow through. And everyone who didn't follow through with paying me. I need my money. Oh, God. But yeah, now I'm thinking about, because it's only a very small faction, I'm thinking about potentially trying to wipe it off the face of the earth. Like, it has about 1% influence in the only system it exists in. And it's like 7 settlements or something silly. So I'm like, you know what? I wonder what would happen if I just tried blowing up all the settlements. Like, could I create my own squadron and just, like, take over this place? Could I join someone else's squadron and take over this place? Yeah, the vomit wave effect is natural behaviour, since social animals often eat the same meals. If one upchucks, then it's assumed everyone else's food is also wrong. Yeah. Which is actually one of the things I was told by doctors, that my difficulty with food is possibly an immune response. Well, not an immune response, sorry, an evolved response. And it's potentially because I'm more sensitive to food that I respond more, you know, negatively. Making it very clear that almost immediately if a food is tainted or not. Whereas normal people, their systems are a bit more robust, and they might eat something that's bad for them and not know it until it's far too late to do anything about it. Or at least that's like the reasoning of why people like me exist, with, you know, these really weird stomach issues that no one can seem to figure out properly. It's like, that makes some sort of sense, doesn't it? I'm not sure how much I believe that, but I feel like it's, oh, you know what? That sounds kind of cool. I'd go with that. It's a bit like the entire idea of, like, how come we have so many autistic people? It's like, well, there's probably a thing for our social responses. So you got certain people who will behave in different methods, allowing us to take up different roles in a society in a more natural way, rather than being forced into roles we don't necessarily want, and then we'll perform more heavily in those roles. So it's effectively a way of naturally forming a society, which is why people have their different habits and the different ways. I think I might have emetophobia. Didn't have a name for it before. Oh. The Winnies are deadly, but you're just built different, knowing the secrets of the universe. Well, it's actually due to, you know, like fiber and stuff. Like, onions don't actually have a lot in them that's actually great for you. And they've got quite a bit that if you just chose to eat onions, they'll probably just make you quite ill. Like, if you just bit into a raw onion and then just ate it whole, and then you just did that every single day, you're probably going to start suffering negative side effects from doing that. And the same goes with garlic. In fact, there's a lot of issues with garlic if you don't prepare it properly. And the same goes for, like, fruit. If you just eat fruit and, like, citrus fruit every single day, you're probably going to have negative side effects. And people do get negative side effects from it. I get those negative side effects almost immediately. And the same goes if you have a high fiber diet. The reason we have so many autistic people are the chemicals of the water that turns the frogs gay. Everyone knows that. If that was true, the Romanians would have gone extinct a long time ago. No, it's not necessarily going to kill you immediately. It's just going to make you ill over the long term. It might also lower your lifespan. But it also depends. It's like, she doesn't believe Romania is real, shaking my head. Romania isn't real. But that's the sort of thing. It's like when we look at ancestors, they had a bunch of health conditions related to diet. And a lot of it is because, you know, they ate way too much of certain foods. Like they had super high fiber diets. And it's not, and we talk about high fiber diets, but usually this is for older people whose digestive systems need for extra help. And even then, having just a solely high fiber diet without much else in it is not good for you. It's eventually going to start doing harm to you. And it's true. It does. It does. It's just all of these things. But, oh gosh. Oh yeah, there was something that was actually amusing. I can't remember what I was reading about. It's a river that was polluted and it turned all the fish. I think it technically did turn all the fish gay. Because it had some chemicals from something. Oh look, there's a little for me. Conjuror has the genes of those frail Victorian era children that are made for dress setting. No! Lies! My hot take, Talan. Social acceptance has increased the amount of autism. Confirmation bias aside, weirdness is less ostracized and therefore propagates. Autism is a side effect of the progress. I think it's one of those things where it's a bit like, you know, stuff like depression, or what else is there? It's a bit like, you know, depression and, you know, certain types of assault. At one point, those types of things are things no one ever was allowed to admit. And often you wouldn't even admit it to yourself. But once it became more acceptable, people started to openly admit it, meaning the amount of cases drastically increased once it became, you know... Why does it keep saying bye? I don't know why. It just keeps appearing, just floating across the screen. I simply think autism always existed, but people were not paying close attention to it to diagnose. Well, that is actually relatively true. It's like, for instance, I wasn't diagnosed with it until like after university or during one of the other, I can't remember. But obviously I had it for years, but no one ever, it wasn't something that, especially around where I live, it wasn't something anyone ever really had an interest in or, you know, caring to diagnose or even knew about it. I think a couple of teachers might have known, but they didn't care enough. So it's silly. Oh, your bunny ears are here now, Talan. I just noticed. I'm gonna have to check this mix it up thing. One of these emotes is wrong. Let me go through. Let me test all of the emotes. Actually, that one appears. Bonked. That's correct. Borger. That one's correct. Bye. That one is correct. Cola. This one works correctly. Bye. Works correctly. Frying a muffin. Works correctly. Actually, wait, I can test this. If I go to my Discord page. Let me go to my Discord page. Here we go. Because I took the emotes on for Discord, going through them. Where is bye? Bye, bye, bye. Oh no, it's just before cola. Why? Did you see the new... Oh yeah, the new... I was showing them off yesterday as well. The new Gravelord stuff. And the new zombie dragon. Oh, it looks so cool. I kind of want it. As a vampire accounts enjoyer and player from back in the day of a board game of fantasy, I was really excited about. Hello, the mongoose. I think the issues, though, there are people I still see using as an insult or flattening it. Some autistic people can handle a normal life. Others can barely speak. People forget that. Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's a spectrum. I'm actually one of the people in the word, you know, doing the diagnosis. Out of the everyone's technically on the spectrum. That's a stupid thing about autism. Everyone's on the spectrum. It's like got two sides of it. You're not, if you're in the middle, you're normal. Going over this way means you're autistic. Going over this way means something else. I can't remember. But either way, you're on the autistic spectrum. Everyone is. There's no way to escape it. And I was somewhere like down here. And this is usually the ones where they're like, you know, you should really be getting like carers, personal help and stuff. But because you're really somehow... You got two types. You got highly functioning autism. Highly functioning autism is basically where you do show autistic tendencies, but you're basically up here. You're around this starting zone. You have autistic tendencies, but for the most part, you're basically a normal functioning member of society. You're highly functioning. Then you got the areas down here where it's low functioning, but then you have variations of it where the person's technically not for autistic, but for whatever reason, it's really badly hurting them. So they're not functioning as well as they should be. And yeah, usually that means something else is going on, which is getting in the way. They have some sort of other mental health issue. And it's just being exacerbated by the autistic tendencies and the difficulty of fitting into society when you have those tendencies. Then you have the thing where you're technically low functioning, but for whatever reason, you can actually handle it. You appear high functioning. So you got your autistic tendencies, you appear high functioning, but really you're down here because it's actually really hampering you. I'm technically down there. It's like, if we're just telling me, it's like, you know, we don't think you'll ever fit. They were telling me some really depressing stuff actually about me. It's like, oh, did you hear? Didn't you answer the question because of ads? Oh, I did hear. I was showing off the Rave Lord models yesterday on stream. Do you know the website? Do you know that website that we rarely ever go to? Do you know this website over here? Never heard her be so passionate about a topic except housing crisis and out. This is bait. This is bait. Hey, Windows capture. Work with me. There we go. Oh, for me. Okay, I don't think the emotes are working very well. None of them seem to be going where they're meant to. I know a guy is technically low functioning, but because of that, he can handle retail. Just full on robot mode until the day is over. Yeah, I wish I was a bit more like that. I mean, for some stuff I can handle really, 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 really well. It's like one of the things that I really struggle to explain to people is that for things that for a normal person would be absolutely devastating and take you out of your entire life. You also want to work in retail. I don't work in retail. But I mean, that would actually be useful to do that sort of capability. But yeah, there's certain things, it's like, yeah, you will realise stuff that could really upset you or really hamper you or whatever wouldn't hamper me. But things that would just be a minor nuisance to you, it's like a massive thing for me, and it's like can completely debilitate me for a day. But if it's like things that would debilitate a normal person, it's just a minor nuisance for me. It's like, it's stupid. But yeah, we went to the Warhammer community page and we went down here and we showed off all of these things, like these new guys, these new models here. I love this model so much. That is also cool, but this model is one I've been looking for. A priest type character that just looks like this. Not over the top, not under the top. I don't like the banner, and I'm hoping the banner isn't really attached to the head and the main body. And as a result, I can convert it, because I want to get a couple of these models and convert it into 2 different priests. Hello, Steve Ward. How you doing? You smelled it in the middle of nowhere. Who bumped? Give me a stock rotation roll and I'm happy as a pig in poop. And actually, one of the things I really like, and it's some of these things I like about, you know, Elite Dangerous, Euro Truck and some games, is, do you know, Stanley Parable. Do you know Stanley Parable, where all he has to do is numbers come in, or do you know, letters come in, and all he has to do is type the same letter on his keyboard. That's all he does all day. That's the type of thing I actually really enjoy. Is still where it's just press the same thing, like this nice rhythm. That's the type of stuff. It's like before when I was adding in all the emotes, when I set some time aside, it's actually pretty nice just to copy and paste the emotes in. But I don't know why they're setting up wrong, why they're reacting wrong. But yeah, these are really cool models. I absolutely adore them. I mean, this character down here is not that great. I don't think her model's good. This model's pretty cool as a sergeant. This model's pretty cool as a tech promoter, especially for command squad. This model's cool. Look at this. That's a really cool book. Conjuror yearns for data entry jobs. Yeah, data entry. Also, that's one of the reasons why I could do so many mods. Which is why most of my mods don't revolve around making assets for the mods. It's about implementing them. Because all it is a data sheet. It's just a great big data sheet for Warhammer, for Fallout, for Skyrim. And all I do is edit entries on that data. Hundreds of pages. I have to look through, have to find the codes for, but it's fine because all it is data entry. And I enjoy that. I can do that for hours and I can do that. I can't do it for hours all the time. Yeah, why does that buy emote keep up? I don't even know why. First job I had was a stock worker in August. I got a dressing down in the first week because I didn't take breaks. I was too involved in getting orders to bother. Okay. Oh, nomads are for Junes. Oh yeah, you have the new Necromunda models. These look cool. I want these. I want to get these and put them in my Tyranid army somewhere. Oh, my Orcs and Goblins army. Something. Oh, that's a cool piece of terrain. I like that. Oh yeah, new and push children. But where are the... Here they are. The Grave Lords. Yeah, this is a new Grave Lord. I'm not a big fan of the Grave Lords, but... I mean, I do kind of like it because I do like my Right Knights, my Grave Guard, and the White Lords and stuff, and the Black Knights. Those are cool. And that's a cool looking model. I'm not a big fan of the skeleton on it, mind you. Those are cool Grave Guard. The old ones are really cool though. But they look sturdier. The old Grave Guard had such really thin joints, they always broke all of the time. But these ones, because they got clothing, they got much thicker joints, and the model's just much thicker in general. And I think that's something that, because the old, if you've ever played old vampire counts, you know how much the models broke constantly. The spears were breaking, the limbs are breaking. You need... This is why I always played with the Tomb King ones. Partly because they're cheaper. Partly because they just didn't break as much. Someone made a meme. It's just a rotating snake fulgrim spinning to the dancing cow song. And nothing has ever been more perfect. I mean, oh wait, that actually really works. Because that's exactly what... Like the actual lyrics translated of that song, it just explains Fulgrim so much. The new Black Knights look cool. Although I don't like the arm. That one's a bit thin. That looks like it'll break. That spear also looks like it'll break. Or that lance rather. Especially these tiny bits here. I'm not a big fan of a vampire. I think the zombie dragon could be a lot bigger. Like, the vampire does look a bit silly on it. Especially with just that Y leg shape. I'm also a big fan of painting armor, but I hate painting flesh. Yuck. Oh, look how cool that looks. So, a new Lord, Vampire Lords. Those Vampire Lords look cool. That hair, again, looks like it will break, though. And oh, have you heard? Apparently there was a leak for Old World about Estalia. It looks like we might get Estalia in Old World. Or do you know, it looks like something for Estalia is coming out. It might be a new thing for Warhammer Total War. It might be a new thing for Old World. But it looks like we might be getting Cafe in Old World. It looks like we might be getting Estalia in Old World. Estalia keeps getting leaked every other week. But still, ugh. Maybe that just means that they're working hard on it. I love Estalia. Actually, I love Tilia more than Estalia. But Estalia is cool too. Also, you got this new thing here. Look at that, dude. Look at that chunky fist. Oh my gosh, it's a chunky jet rocket launcher thing. And you got the new Emperor's Children. Look at that Fulgrim. Look at Fulgrim here. Fulgrim's cool. And Lucius the Eternal. I'm not sure I like that version of Lucius. I prefer the old one. But it's fine. It's fine. That's a cool model, though. I really like that model. Not a big fan of the helmet, but you can replace it. These are... I'm not sure how I feel about these. They're definitely a massive throwback to old models, when the printing process of them left everything feeling a less metal and more organic and warped. They're definitely a throwback to those old models, when everything just kind of looked a bit warped and out of shape. And it definitely has a chaotic feel to it. And that definitely fits with the Emperor's Children. But I kind of also like the other types that came out after the old models. People are also saying they'll introduce new factions in Old World, like Kislev. Yeah, Cafe. By the way, CA did confirm that Empire will get more DLC. I know that much. Yeah, I did hear about that. These guys look cool, though. Look at them. They're the Noise Marines. Oh, I do kind of want to get those Noise Marines. He's got a silly looking head. He's got a silly looking head. That guy's got a normal looking head. And these guys just look kind of, yeah. You also got Toad in a Dream. No, I said like that's what... I'm pretty sure I heard that in one of their blog posts. By the way, the Noise Marines only have 4 bodies, but with many limb varieties. Well, that actually is fitting. That's what a lot of people have. Considering that you only get them in boxes of, I think, 5. Or is it 3? I don't know. No, there must have been 5 or 6 models a box. Let's look at this. Okay, 6 models a box it looks like. So yeah, 4 body varieties makes sense. Oh, you can always just model it yourself if you want to change it. Oh, Fulgrim. Look at Fulgrim here. Look at the many faces. Oh, look at it. Look at the many faces of Fulgrim. I love Fulgrim. The box is 10, I thought. The Noise Marines. Wait. No, the Noise Marines has... No, you got 2 types of Marines. You've got these are the Noise Marines, which it looks like you get 6 in a box. These are... A few gaps match filled a constant cocktail, blah, blah, blah. Echoes the Demon Prince. Oh, these are the Palatine Blades. And then you got the normal dudes. Infractus. Okay, these guys are called Infractus. And then these guys are called Tormentus. The Tormentus and the Infractus look like they come in boxes of 10. The Noise Marines look like they come in boxes of 6. And the Palatine Blades look like they come in boxes of 3. That's a guess. Fulgrim also loves you, but you don't want Fulgrim's love. Yeah, you don't want Fulgrim's love. You're back, and you have Pokey. Oh, I love Pokey. Yum, 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 yum. My mother recently got some fortune cookies because she was like, I thought you loved fortune. I don't think I've ever had one. Or if I do, actually, I do have a vague memory of having fortune cookies and absolutely hating it. But I tried it anyway, and I absolutely hated it. Greetings, D-Diver from Oklahoma, USA. Hello! Hello, D-Diver. I'm from Britain, from England. Yeah, greetings from England. We're painting Tyranids. We're painting from this colour scheme, but I'm experimenting currently with trying to get the yellow to look nicer. I like the purple. I like the blue. And these are little converted Tyranids. This is my attempt to make a... Oh, what's it called? It begins with... Parasites of Mortrex! Yes. And this is my neural lictor conversion. They're very early in the painting process, and I keep getting distracted by the Warhammer website. Oh, gosh. No, so I did try to fix the frame rate, but for frame rate issues, I apologize when it comes to this camera. I might have to get a new camera. Maybe I'll put it on a phone or something, like find a camera that's actually really decent. Oh, okay, how does this look now? This is what worries me. So I tried painting from in shades of flesh and brown first. Then we've gone over in yellow. Hoping this looks nice. And now we're going over with the lighter yellow. Just a thin light yellow coating. Oh, we're also trying out for brushes that I came in for Combat Patrol magazine. Because I rarely use the Games Workshop for Citadel brand brushes. They're not too bad actually, these ones so far. Definitely had worse brushes. The starter brush still absolutely sucks, but... Okay, that looks a lot better than before, but it's still not perfect. Still feels weird. Da, 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 da. The issue is this camera is just too bright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna Google more about the document camera and the issues I'm having. I'll try to fix it. I've tried to fix it multiple times. But if I can't, I'll just have to look around it to find a different camera. Figure out what other people are doing. Maybe it's my lighting. Maybe I need to fix the lighting in this room. I think that was too much paint then. There we go. We're back to painting. Oh my gosh, that's just reflecting way too much. I do kind of want to have a bit of a sickly glow. Not sickly glow, but a sickly complexion to them. Like, it's not just a nice fluid thing. I want it to feel more like alien skin from a creature that's just constantly mutating and evolving. I still want it to feel like, you know, skin. I still want it to look nice. Maybe it'll look better for purple next to it. Ooh, I've almost... Ooh, it's got a caught, but I thought I broke its little glass. There we go. Paintbrush children are fun. Oh god. So chat, does anyone here know who Sam Claymore is? As far as my eyes say, he could solo a Space Marine Legion. I don't know who Sam Claymore is. Google Sam Claymore. Is this a random thing that's being upsetting a load of Warhammer fans on Twitter or something? Sam Claymore. What is this? No idea what a Sam Claymore is. No idea. Sam Claymore makes Modern Warfare cussed guns. What? Like, the game Modern Warfare. The game? Ah. I've not played that game, I don't think. If I want to go sickly, I wonder if you could go red washing for Goose. Ooh, maybe. I'm not sure, maybe that's too much going on. I don't have a red wash though, I only have, I could try buying another wash for next week. I guess. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Oh yeah, TikTok got shut down today, didn't it? And now there's this talk of a certain person bringing it back. Do you know the person who, started the entire ball rolling of, shutting down TikTok? Yeah, apparently they've been saying they could bring it back. It's like, what? So the person who tried getting TikTok shut down now wants to bring TikTok back. Reality is weirder than fiction. If this was a book, you'd just be like, no, change this. It doesn't make any sense. This would not really happen. It's like, no, it does. It's like people have been complaining about doing various games. It's like, why does this happen? Real life, no society would ever do this. Ever just people are like, actually, if this happened in the last 10 years, never mind. Back then. Never mind how many times it's happened in the past. Society's dumb. Reality is dumb. Oh, gosh. Yeah, how does that look? My entire attempt at painting from brown first does not seem to have worked. Maybe not. Try that on a semi-centerpiece model. It's a trash tier suggestion. I mean, it's not really a centerpiece. I mean, look at this model. It's a bad conversion. This is a terrible conversion from someone trying to get back into the hobby. This one is a bit better. He wants it out from under Chinese control as it represents a security risk. As far as it's going, it's still banned unless they can negotiate a buyout of it. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, that's what they've been told many times before, and that's why it's finally getting banned, because they're like... I'm honestly surprised it took this long, though. because back when TikTok was a lot smaller, there were already talks about trying to ban it because they believed well, there's not just they believed, there's significant evidence suggesting that TikTok was proving a security risk, and if it has become more popular, then it could prove a significant security risk to the country. Well, not just to America, but other countries. And other countries did start doing stuff about it, you know, putting certain policies and laws against TikTok. And other media, being said, social media agencies and apps. Democracy is a slow and ponderous vessel. Sometimes it's quick though. Sometimes it's like, hey, there's an issue here, and it goes to court, and it's immediately fixed. Or it's like, hey, this is providing a security risk. We're gonna push it through. But sometimes it's slow. I guess it's because there's a lot of money in TikTok, and that's why it was so slow. A lot of other times it's when there was significantly less money involved, or where it was also where effectively the ones being hit were a competitor to more profitable businesses. Like, do you know Hawaii or whatever they're called? Hawaii, whatever. Slow bureaucracy, not democracy. Yeah, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is slow and yeah, this is the entire issue with Germany at the moment. Where not only can the bureaucracy system be a bit slow, but they're slowly realising just how many issues they've had over the years and how many debts they have and all sorts. It's like, oof. Like, we made this error 20 years ago. Unfortunately, the error's been in the system for 20 years. It's like, oh. Oh, gosh, there's nowhere doing well in the world right now. I'm sorry, my gloves are being weird at the moment, so I'm moving them. Yeah. Yeah. My gloves are fine again. There we go. Pardon me, bureaucracy, but still, sometimes these things are fast, sometimes these things are slow. You never know. The entire thing is just... We're still looking for what people are going to be doing, though. Where are they going? Because some people... You're going to have to look at the big TikTok creators and see where they go. Because some of them are wanting to, like, move to YouTube. But the issue with YouTube, and if you're a TikToker, is that you want to continue your TikTok format, but you come to YouTube and you realise that the amount of money you can make on YouTube is a fraction of the amount of money that you made on TikTok. Because YouTube does not pay out much for shorts. Like, I mean, you're getting people with millions of views in every single short they do, and they're barely getting any money at all. And it's stupid. So obviously they're not going to want to move to YouTube because it's just not profitable. You got Instagram Reels, but Instagram is known for not being a very creator-friendly platform. I've already got Snapchat and then other ones. Yeah, why is that bye keep appearing? I've also been watching someone called Habitual Line Crosser recently. His version of America reacting to Germany building U-boats again is funny. His version of America? What? What's this? I'm confused. Is it like in a game? Real life? Okay, what colours do we want? This screaming purple. I kind of want to use this. Should I use it as a base colour? It does say it's a base colour. Use this as a base for all of the backs. Then go over with this colour. That could be good, actually. And how does that skin look? Like, if I do that, the skin looks easier. Actually, maybe it's that light at the back that's the issue. If I... Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm going to look. I place this here. Oh, it does not want to sit. Sit. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to stick a piece of paper in front of a light so that it's not as bright. He voices things for green screen, so it's just a mouth and eyes. Oh, I think I might have seen through his shorts. Yeah. Or whatever he meant to be. America here in Germany making things that they spent the best part of 4 years. Touching his boats again. I've seen something like that. I've seen something about a like somebody does that with do you know, platforms? Both with countries, but also doing like you know, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch and stuff. There you go. Okay, does that help? It made things a bit dark. Okay, that barely actually helped. Just doing highlight. It's just sticky paper. It's just sticky paper. Not sticky paper. It's white tack and sticky paper. I hope when I've leaned over. Okay, I'm going to move it a bit again. There you go. Hopefully that's better. It's a bit dark now. Why? No, it's not. It's white tack. It's sticky tack. Sticky tack and a bit of paper. It's actually one of these pieces of paper here. Just one of the old ones that's covered in paint now. Yeah, we'll try using this red paint. I think I might have another purple colour. Let me look in my paint box. I swear I had a darker purple. Oh, here we go, Sailor's Purple. And, oh, Nagel of Night. I think that was one of the new colours. Yeah, because I got a bunch of colours in the Combat Patrol box magazines. How is the frame rate now? Can you see my hand yet? Oh gosh, okay, no, that made things very dark. But it's fine. It's fine, we don't need light, except this light right here. Oh gosh. It's easier to see what I've done now though. Okay, that kind of looks terrible. Okay, we'll take out one of the other brushes because we need more detail work for the purple. What do we actually want to go for the purple? We could go for our darkest colour. We've got Nagel of Night here. You're turning it to look a bit sick. Oh, that was what I was going for. That's the colour of raw chicken skin has. I did say I wanted to look sickly, so that's actually good. Yippee! Saddam was actually here for that, and he knew that I wanted it to look sickly. Okay, maybe I already had Nagel of Night. I don't recall. Yeah, this brush is Yes, this is a shade bush. They did give me a layer brush. Gave me shade, base bushes. Now I'm gonna have to get rid of that thing there. Get it bright to here again. Oh my gosh, this purple is so dark. You can barely tell I've painted with it. It looks... Actually, on the camera you can see it's a bit more purple. In real life, it just kind of looks black. On the camera, you can see a bit better purple. You can definitely see that it's purple. It's just a very dark purple. Very hard. Well, you can definitely... It's very hard to tell it's purple at times. Yeah, once I start painting the details, hopefully it will look better as well. On the camera, it looks good. Yeah. I don't think the skin looks how I want it, though. I'm not a fan. We'll continue experimenting with the yellows, though. Maybe I need to just try making the yellow a bit more solid. It's just my paint style that's setting me back. The trade-off, all the darker colours are easy to distinguish, but the lighter ones look white. Yeah. There we go. I might have to use the screen to paint by. Very, very careful. Oh, so those, yeah, for synthetic brushes. For the ones who got in Combat Patrol. So, I'm going to say Citadel Colour. Since withdrawn sickliness makes reds and purples appear on your skin, you could run red purple into the flesh points. Kind of, but I kind of like the blue. Like, this is what I was doing here. If you look, you can see where I've got the blue running into the flesh instead. Because I like the idea of having like a bluish blood. I do like a sort of doing like natural power source. Want a better hook? Old world discussion. We already got theories saying it's not Cafe coming out. It's this other faction. So, oh wait, for 3 factions, you got Slaanesh, High Elves, and I already theorized it might be Dark Elves. But if not Dark Elves, then I imagine Bretonia or Norska are being added. I think it's likely just going to be one that really needs a major update. Ogres needed a major update, hence they added an ogre faction. Using a leader for Dogs of War. Kharn needed an update. Orcs didn't need an update, but the update they got was cool. Oh, Old World. Old World, I'm sorry. I don't know who it would be. Because I don't think it looks like Cafe, but if it's not Cafe coming out, you have Beastmen, Wood Elves, High Elves are already out, Dark Elves aren't out yet, partly because they're still firmly stuck in Age of Sigmar. If we're going for Blue Blood, Nagaroth Nightshade, I think that's the blue wash. It's a super dark, probably best to get Lamia medium and make a wash. Maybe. Maybe. Does Citadel have any fluo colour? Light in the dark blood might be good. Yeah, I've got some cool blue colours. I'm going to just paint this purple for now and then see how it looks when it's got the purples on it. What else is there? You got, if the Dark Elves aren't out yet, the Orcs and Goblins are, the Dwarves are. Chaos Dwarves are already in the Old World. And as was, they could be coming out. It didn't look like a Chaos Dwarfy thing though. Could look like it's some sort of Dark Elf thing. What else is there? You got vampire counts. Didn't look like vampire counts though. Armor cap paint as Villager, which has a line of fluo colours, which look like they're glowing when painted over white. Oh, I don't know if we have that. We have contrast colours, which might be okay. And we have the shade colours. Maybe a light shade colour could do that. Maybe a light contrast. I don't know. I don't know. What other factions are there? Ogre Kingdoms aren't out yet, so it could be Ogre Kingdoms. But it's hard to know what that image is. The image definitely looks like a cafe image. Everything else, it just doesn't look like much. Contrast can do the glowy thing, doing the same. Okay, contrast does it. I have this purple contrast colour, Magos purple. But that's how I get the, you know, this wet effect on it. You know, where it's really shiny and wet. Yeah, that's how it's using this purple contrast. Yeah, I'm going to say I think it's Cafe coming out. It might be really weird for them to introduce Cafe, but if they want to get Old World kicking off a bit more than it is now, we're going to have to release more new models, and there's nothing going to kick it off better than releasing Cafe into Old World, because it's going to bring in a lot more people from the Total War community. And it's going to bring in a lot. But one of the big things that Old World's having at the moment as well, it's struggling to bring in old players into the new Old World game. Because a lot of them are continuing going to play with their old fan rules, and are going to continue playing with their old models because there's no reason to get new models when they are legitimately the exact same models as they printed in the past. But by instead releasing Cafe, it's going to get all of them pretty much to buy new models. Like almost every single fantasy player will buy Cafe models if they release Cafe. They might even buy the rule books for Old World so they can play them with official rules. And they'll probably complain about it, but still, they'll be buying it. That's what Warhammer fans do. They complain about everything, but they buy the models, and that's all that matters. I say they complain about everything. You make one fan happy, you're going to make another fan upset. It's the very same thing with most fan groups. It's a very diverse bunch, especially amongst 40k and fantasy and stuff. Actually, what would be the worst faction to add? What if they release Amazonians? I don't think they'd release the Amazonians. I think anything they release will be first released in Total War. They won't release anything that's already not being released or has been in Total. I don't think Amazonians ever had a faction in the past. Kislev, they're more likely to give something to because they had models for Kislev in the past. In the very, very, very original version of the game. Also, they obviously thought about rules and models and so on for Kislev a lot over the years, especially after Total War decided they wanted to add Kislev in. The worst faction to add, I don't think there's a worst faction. I mean, Amazonians would be a terrible faction to add. People wouldn't be as excited for them. Do vampires exist on They did. Actually, they existed in two ways. One was they never had models, I believe, but they did have an official rule released in a White Dwarf once, and how to convert models for vampires. Vampires of the Coast. And that's where a lot of the lore comes from for vampires, and this included, the giant walking death robot ship thing. I think they actually might have had a model for that, though. I'm not sure. Or it might have just been a conversion someone did. But it was in a White Dwarf, I believe. They also had models released for the... Oh, what's it called? Dreadfleet, that's it. For the Dreadfleet game. And I believe was like supplementary rules released. I think also Dogs of War might have had some vampire stuff in it once. Norska would be actually interesting because they never had Norska in fantasy. Instead, Norska existed as just parts of the Warriors of Chaos faction. In fact, demons were originally I say originally. For a long time, demons never had their own rulebook. Instead, they just had Warriors of Chaos, and if you wanted demons, you had to use the Warrior of Chaos rulebook. If you wanted to play Norskans, you used the Warriors of Chaos rulebook. So technically, they've already released Norska because they got off and actually, do they have the Norskan models out? I don't remember seeing the Norskan models. Make them the worst faction in two different genres. There's a new Norska in Age of Sigmar, but they are lucky because Age of Sigmar got giants, so they can't be the worst. They are out, but not called Norska. They're not for Interns to Darkness. No, they're Warriors of Chaos and Interns to Darkness. Warhammer website. Age of Sigmar. Chaos. Disciples of Steechskaven. No, but not for Interns to Darkness. Interns to Darkness are just too different. And a third time, here we are again. Oh my gosh, it automatically opened up on screen. Middle Earth.
The Darko Earth, I think.
The Dark Earth. Oh, look, more clans. New. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's not. That's like saying Norskins are part of the Warriors of Chaos, of their own faction. It's like, no, they're part of another faction. That's how they've always been until Total War made them differently. Like, look, they got the Chaos Chosen. This is just Warriors of Chaos. Look at that cool model, though. If you go to the old world, go to Warriors of Chaos. Do they have the Norskins? Oh, yeah, they did. They released the Chaos Marauders here. There's the original Norskin models. There's the original. I had a bunch of things, so really good for converting. Just saying, they have their own book, their own spearhead, their own models. For many consoles of Conjuror, never reading anything on screen is what we keep going around. Will I live, my beloved for cultural anime protagonist? They have their own rule book. Let's look at this. Chaos. Where's the rule book? They don't have their own rule book. It's just this rule book here. And that's just Warriors of Chaos book, Age of Sigmar version. And look, it's got warrior. That's not a Norskin. That's a Warrior of Chaos person. He's got the big thick armor on. Look at this guy though. Look at a big lizard. I want to pet the lizard. I want to pet the lizard. Pet the lizard. Pet, 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 pet. We got rule updates for Darkos. Let me look at this. Let me look. The rule Warhammer community will be under. Download. Age of Sigmar. Spearhead of War Clans. Faction pack. None of these are in. The dark hose is what Talam means. Basically 2 lines up the bottom of the interns. 2 lines up. Dark hose, 2 lines up. Chaos Legionnaires. Oh, Dark of Raiders. This one. See ahead. Dark of Raiders. Oh, they look cool though. Is that, are they led by a woman? Are they led by a woman? I want a female Norse. They need to release a female Norskin now. Legendary Lord. But where are the rules? Can I find the rules? Warhammer community website. Okay, let's go to the community website. Age of Sigmar. Legends Compendium. No, okay, it's not Regiments of Renown. Other rules. Oh no, we just get that one. Law. No. Miscellaneous. No. Spearhead. Where are they? Here we go. Dark Oath Raiders. Norskins. Norskins. But let's look at the old world. Roughening cards, forces of fantasy. Oh, a vector. FAQ and a vector version. Lizard men, ogre kingdoms, Skaven, chaos dwarfs, dark elves, vampire counts, demons of chaos, miscellaneous. Full tilt. What's full tilt? I'm going full tilt. What's this? Oh my gosh, that's a Bretonian. Full tilt. When there are no ways to keep the Knights of Bretonian occupied, they hone their skills by means of colourful contests of martial prowess. These contests are known. Oh my gosh, they have a jousting set of rules in Old World. The ladies' favour for joust, prepare your knight. You can do jousting ploys. Oh my gosh, jousting. A guide to building resin models, a guide to building metal models. But I'm just going to open this up. It just says, don't bother, buy the others. Knight's Tales intensifies. Oh gosh, a Knight's Tale. Put some clothes on. Full vector. Raffening cards. There we go. Oh, that's amazing. I'm sorry. I never knew that existed. I got too excited. But look at all these. Look at this. Look at how many rules of Crusade. Crusade rules.
You have been weighed. You have been measured. And you absolutely have been found wanting.
Yeah, I want a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger. I want to eat it right. And I want to eat it good. I want to eat... I don't want a cheeseburger, actually. I just had like a pasta already today. I don't need cheeseburgers. But still, with a mem. I want to... Actually, wait. If you type burger, does burger appear? Does a burger appear when you type burger? Burger. No, it's a vodka. Burger. No, it's not burger. Burger. I can type. There it is. Look, it's a burger. There's a burger right there. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a silly person. I'm a silly person. I'm sorry. Oh, I need to figure out what's going on with the bye-bye. Bye. Okay. I'm going to change these things. I'm going to remove the CF. And then save. Cupcake Conjuror, you know who Robbie Williams is? I know who Robbie Williams was. Wait, Robbie Williams. Wait, which one's Rob? There's a Robbie Williams. Was like the singer, and there was also the comedian who was the genie, and he was in Jumanji, and he's dead. And then you had the other guy who was like, wasn't he like Celebration? Did he write the Celebration song? I want to watch Knight's Tale now. Enjoy Pete Heath Ledger. Yeah, and what's his name? Paul Bettany or something like that. They apparently made a movie about his life but replaced him with a monkey, and the movie bombed because nobody knew who he was. Why did we replace him with a monkey? You mean the guy whose song Celebrate Good Times? Come on. Because he asked to? I still don't know which one he's talking. Is it the genie? Like, now everyone knows who Robbie... Who? I can't. Oh, wait, Robin. One of them's named one thing. Another guy's. Okay, so there's a Robin and the other is Robbie. So let's make sure you know who. Which one's which? I forget. Which is. Why did the Inquisition suddenly appear? Oh, British singer Robbie Williams. Robbins is dead. I know Robbins is dead. Okay, so Robbins is a dead one for comedian. Sorry, every time I knock this. Okay, so Robbie Williams, the singer. Yeah, I mean, wasn't he from years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago? I don't know either. How do you not know Robin Williams? He was in Jumanji, the very first one before The Rock came in, and he was the genie in Aladdin, the cartoon, and he was in Flubber, going flubbery, flubbery, flubber, flubbery, flubbery, flubber. Actually, I don't think that's what he did at all, but you know, I can't really remember Flubber. I just remember as a green squishy thing, and he could go squish. And then he could buy flubbers and he could just go squish on them. And it was really nice. All I know that it's replaced by an anthropomorphic chimpanzee with computer-generated imagery. Why? Film bombed because no one likes monkeys. No one. Monkeys suck. 330 milliliters of pure goodness. You know what I think about monkeys? I could smash them over. I don't like monkeys. I'm not sure that was the Robbie Williams. No, that wasn't Robbie Williams. Robin Williams is the dead guy who's a comedian who was amazing. Robbie Williams is the living guy who was in that film you're talking about where they replaced him with a monkey. But monkeys suck. I don't like monkeys, they scare me. They're freaky looking. They look like humans. And humans are freaky looking too. He sang Hand on... What's Hand on Heart? I know he sang something about celebration. I know this because they wouldn't stop singing it for 20 years. I served my time. 20 years of it, listening to the song Celebration. By your mum. How does that look? Ah, it looks okay, I suppose. Oh no, the movie is called Better Man. You can do Better Man. You can search it. What are the headlines for it? Like, you can do Better Man. What about those films that get made and nobody involved in it wants to make the film? Like, there's been a few films like that, hasn't there? Where they only got made because ultimately the production company was like, I want this film made. We think it would do well. And they just hire a bunch of actors who have nothing, and like directors and stuff who don't really have any care or stake into it. That's looking okay. The monkey seems very into it. Coughs, Borderland movie. Cough, cough. Yeah, I don't even know why they made it. Whatever Borderland film. I just find it funny if we released a movie about a British singer in America and made the guy in the movie's honouring a monkey. I've got to Google Better Man. Better Man, 1914 film, a lost silent film directed by William Powers. The Better Man, a 1926 film, an American silent film directed by Scott Dunlap. A Better Man, a Canadian documentary about Alicia Khan and Lawrence Jackman. Better Man, a 2024 biopic about... Oh my gosh, they did replace him with a monkey. What is this? He's a monkey! 2024 one. Is it why? Co-written, produced and directed by Michael Gracie about the life of a British singer Robbie Williams. That's Robbie Williams, by the way. Williams is portrayed as an anthropomorphic chimpanzee of computer-generated imagery, performed by John O'Davies, using motion capture and voiced by both Williams and Davis. Steve I see in this. Steve Pemberton, Kate Mulvaney, Alison Steadman, and Damien Herriman also star. Better Man premiered at the 51st Hollywood Film Festival on the 30th of August 2024 and was released in the United States on 25th of December 2024 and in Australia and the United Kingdom on the 26th of December. We released on Christmas Day. What? That's like the worst time to release this type of film. The film received positive reviews from critics. It was a box office bomb, having grossed 13 million of 110 million budget. I'm not surprised. I didn't even hear any advertising about this film. 13 million of 110 million budget. Oh my gosh. The film tells the life of singer Robin Williams, but with Williams portrayed as a CG anthropomorphic chimpanzee because, as he puts it, he always felt less evolved than other people. Oops. So I need to click down here. Need to click into my screen. There you go. Just gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh gosh, no other character comments on his appearance, implying that this depiction reflects Robbie Williams' self-perception and state of mind. In 1980, Stoke-on-Trent, the 8-year-old Robbie Williams, he was already 8 by the 1980s. Oh my gosh. Stoke-on-Trent, he's from Stoke-on-Trent. Oh my gosh. Poor lad from Stoke-on-Trent. Is humiliated during a football game and starts off in anger. He's inspired by Frank Sinatra, blah, 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 blah. I just need to find out more development. The project was first announced in February, and they made it in 2 years. Oh, 3 years, sorry. As co-written and directed by Michael Gracie and blah, 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 blah. Later that year, it was reported that funding also came via the Australian government producer offset and film Victoria's incentive programs. Holy, is that director's career over? We've seen state game studios go under with similar performances. I doubt it. I mean, film industry, you often get people spend millions making a film and then every single actor and film. It's only if a film does really, really well, but the film as a whole was terrible, that it really starts hurting people's careers. Because by that point, everyone knows it. If no one knows about the film's existence, then it very often doesn't hurt people's careers. Because no one even knew it existed. Or at least not enough people. The film is... Okay. Described as a satirical musical, the project is reported to cover 3 decades of Robbie Williams stardom, from his first success in popular music combo Take That. Through the ups and downs of his career, the project was reported to reinterpret and recontextualize some of his songs. Casting, filming, music. Okay, so it's definitely a relatively serious idea. The critical response is 88% from critics, 7.4 from viewers. I mean, it's got positive reviews. The people who watched it liked it, apparently. Okay, let's look at the people who made it. Sorry, let's look at the career stuff. Michael Gracie. The Greatest... He did The Greatest Showman. Oh. I doubt his career's over. He did The Greatest Showman. Yeah, he wrote, produced, and directed it. How did Pink do? It doesn't say it bombed. But it was received a lot less positively. Doesn't say how much money it made or how much it cost. So I imagine his career still is alive. But let's look at this. Can we find it on Rotten Tomatoes? How do people like 90% audio? 90% audience score from Rotten Tomatoes, 88% tomato meter. And it's still in theatres. I should be careful going to these things. I don't want to give enough. Actually, I don't think I have a location, so that's why it can't figure out where it is. It doesn't know where I am. What is this? What is this bizarre world? 88% from critics, 90% from audience. Okay, you got to realize that, like, if it only made 13 million, the audience that went to see are probably Robin Williams' family and friends. So we might have just gave it a very positive review. Oh, gosh. Oh, just Robin Williams buying out all the screens. I only could probably afford to do that. Oh, gosh. What is this bizarre world? Hi, Bob the Innkeeper. I'm sorry, we were meant to be painting, but instead we ended up looking up a film about Robbie Williams, the singer from Take That, and him being a monkey in a film. And to be honest, looking at the films, it looks like it was rather seriously done, so it's probably a relatively decent biopic. The fact of turning the main character into a monkey is probably going to make the film more fun and enjoyable and everything else. And more interesting. Because, I mean, to be honest, having a biopic where your character is not entirely human, because that's how the character feels, is a very interesting way to do it. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, I don't like monkeys, so I don't want to watch it. Naha! Take that, Bob. You can't turn me into a cupcake. Not today. You will not be a cat. I know what Robbie Williams looks like, but chimp is an upgrade. Yeah, no one wanted to watch a film with Robbie Williams' faces in it, apparently. That just sounds cool. He didn't look that bad. I can't comment on what people look like. I don't really feel negative or positive towards most people. Actually, I feel negative towards a lot of people who just remind me of monkeys, but that's like really hairy people. I did know some of these, strong men. I look at them and like, hey, you look like a monkey. I don't like you now. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Just hair, it's body hair. Body hair and certain face shapes. Ugh. I guess that's Sigma thing people do. Oh, darn it, I just accidentally hit the main model. Didn't want to hit it with the paint. There you go. I think it's not sticking how I'd like. It's fine, it's only for first layer of paint. It's the darkest colour, so doesn't need to be perfect. Just trying to cover up all the parts so it's yellow. So I'm taking it out of the camera right now because I have just doing work that I can't see very well. There we go. That looks nicer. And it's coming together, I guess. Yeah. I'm actually using the camera as a way to tell where the purple is and where it isn't. Because it's easier than in real life. Oh, hi. Is this the first mini you've gotten to today? Yes. But this mini is still just got the paint from last week. We keep getting distracted by technical issues and by Warhammer websites and by apparently a film about Robbie Williams, the guy from Take That, the boy band, and him being in a film. Oh, so hello, Tor. Oh, gosh. You can never trust if a film is good based on if it's a commercial success or not. Because you got to remember, some of the worst films of all times were really, really... A lot of people went to see them because they were excited for it, but then it turned out to be terrible. These brushes aren't the best to use. But that being said, they're just really thick head brushes. But they're still better than trying to use a starter brush, even if a starter brush is smaller. You'd think it would be easier for this. I could also do with adding more light, but if I add more light, it's just going to make this entire area a mess. You won't be able to see anything. It'll just be flashbanging. The normal stream flow, you mean? Yeah, I'm sorry, I get distracted.
Standard painting stream, very little accomplished, G-Dub's website accessed various times. Many such cases.
I'm sorry, I'm addicted to a Games Workshop website, it's fine. Oh my gosh. Look, they got too many cool new models. Also, this is a very difficult model to paint. Whoever designed this model, me. Okay, some of the times we accessed the website, I was legitimately waiting for a part of the paint to dry to see how it looked. Okay, so I'm just painting a fine detail here. Trying not to overflow with this massive brush. Concentration is peaking. 88% concentration. She can't help herself. She got to figure out what the flavour of plastic pack she needs to find this week. Okay, honestly though, I am really excited for lots of the current models that are being shown. and I kind of want to get them all, but I know I've got too much going on. I'm legitimately going to get some of the cool new Guardsman stuff, and I've already ordered some of it. But other than that, I'm going to try waiting until new Black Templars come out. I need to just stay focused on whatever. I might get new Salamanders though. I will admit, I am looking forward to when they release Salamanders. I do want to get Emperor's Champion stuff. Maybe we will get a bit for when we get the Chaos models in our Combat Patrol. But I kind of want to make a Night Lord's army. I already got the models for converting stuff into Night Lords, so that's what we're going to have to do. I have 40% vodka in my painting kit. Helps speed up the drying faster. I was thinking you just drink it then for a second. When I airbrush so I can get more layers in faster. Vodka thins the paint and speeds up the drying time. Oh yeah, because alcohol evaporates really quickly. Hi, Kill. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, we're not making this guy look good yet. But maybe one day. Okay, this is a Tyranid model, actually.
The integrity of your self-restraint is impressive. From an Emperor's Children point of view.
That's not saying much, if I'm entirely honest. But they have legitimately no self-restraint. I do kind of want to get Noise Marines. What I might do is I might convert some of the models, the Chaos models, into Night Lords, and I might convert the other ones into Emperor's Children. And then we can have a mix and match. Because I did always want an Emperor's Children and the Noise Marines, but it was just something I could never get. Because I had limited funds back in the day when I was a little kiddie kid. Night Parade. Oh, Night Parade's here. What faction is that? It's a Tyranid. It's a converted Tyranid. Hello, Night Parade. As well. It's a converted Tyranid from my Cupcon High Fleet. It's using my old colours. Or trying to. It's a Parasite to Mortrex are made. This is the colour scheme we're painting it towards. As you can see, the yellow here is not very good. So I've been experimenting with the yellow on its skin here. This gives you a better idea of the yellow because it blocks some of the light. But yeah, we're painting purple just to see what it will look like. Just to get more rough ideas. Hi, Falekish. How you doing? Also, vodka also helps when you're sick of painting. And if you keep just like doing what I do, just keep putting your brush to your lips and be like yum 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 yum, then looks like raw chicken. Yummy. What kind of raw? Why is your raw chicken yellow? Our raw chicken is more of a kind of white color, like very pale skin. Not yellow. Yellow probably means your chicken's ill. I mean, it's dead, but still. Did your chicken have jaundice back when it was alive? The chicken is not good. Buys Night Lords and Emperor's Children model, paints them as for only Legion, Alpha Legion. No! No, I'll probably paint them different. I'll probably go for the Emperor's Children, I'll go for the same paint scheme that they used to paint. Not the new one. I'm not a big fan of the new paint scheme they're doing. It does show off the models a bit better, but I'm going to go for the old one, which was darker purples and golds. My chicken comes from free roaming farms. Your chicken comes from the chicken gulag. No, it doesn't. Those are banned in Britain. We've been banned for years. What colour do you prime your minis and painting yellows? At the moment they've been primed in black. As you can see, I tried painting 2 different layers of brown before adding the yellows on. It has helped a little, but still, the issue with the priming of the black is still there. I have bought a different paint for when I next prime the Tyranid. It's this Sandy Dust is the next one, which is the brown colour there, not the yellow colour, the browny colour. Ugh. Yeah, for Night Lords, I'm probably going to paint in the generic Light Lord colours. Very darky blue with some reds and silvers. Emperor's Children, black, pink, purple, and gold. Oh, Sandry will be good since you're aiming for a sickly yellow anyway. Brown base tends to make the yellow more warm, yeah. Arc Spice why you're struggling for yellow. Prime white so the yellow pops more. Sandry Dust or grey is also a good option, but yellow or white primer is best. Black just mutes the yellows. Yeah, that's what I'm having a trouble with. It's not just muting it, it's if you look back over here, it's the gaps in the yellow. That's a big issue. Because, especially the style of painting I like to do, where I don't like to paint thick layers on, or, very solid layers. The black instead shines through, and it's just too obvious, that dark under base colour. Which is why I tried painting on brown here, but you can still see the bits of black, even though I've tried covering up the black. It's still very hard to get into those crevices. No, known oil isn't great for when doing yellows because it actually does the exact same issue that having an undercoat of black does, in which it mutes the yellow and it's just too much of a contrast between dark and light. I think the Aggressive shade is a much better shade because it's a lot lighter. And again, it's a browny colour. Shades are skill in a bottle. You just have to know which shades to do with which colours. Nah, it doesn't fix. It's skill issue. Skill in a bottle, but you need a bit of skill to use it. Nah. I don't think it works very well with the colour scheme I want to go with. I did use some known oil on that Tyranid I was showing off earlier though. This one. But mostly aggressive shades supplemented with known oil. I did use known oil on the back parts. Not too much because I didn't want it covering too much of the, the sticky sort of shine. Because it has a very sticky, shiny feel to it in real life. You can kind of see it here, but that's not just the camera reflecting too much. That's how it looks in real life. Just how shiny it is. It kind of looks a bit wet, a bit sticky. That's what I'm going for the plating. Definitely mud was the OG skill in a bottle. Look. I remember when I was little and I first used a wash and I was like so happy about it because it was just skill in a bottle. I think it's generally a good idea. If you're learning to paint, try learning to paint without washes though. You can still use a wash at the end, but try to get as close to what you want without the wash. Try learning how to get the result you want without using washes. Once you learn that, it will make your painting a lot better in general. I mean, it doesn't look like I can paint right now with this model or know how to with just how terrible it looks. That's because I'm doing a lot of experimentation. Brush on some gloss, varnish with a wet sticky look on the carapace. No, I don't need to do any gloss on it. It's exactly the amount I want. It looks the way I want it to, at least in real life. I don't need that gloss. I was thinking I might have to get some nail varnish out of the gloss, but no, it looks perfect at the moment. Well, it looks perfect for what I want. That's what I did with my old Tyranids though. I just used nail varnish because I had a load. I was like, I wonder how this would look on Tyranids. It was clear nail varnish because you couldn't wear makeup and stuff at school. And back then I was very proud of my nails because my nails looked naturally very nice. But since then, I mean, they don't look terrible. It's just like they're very weak, so they've always got a weird shape to them because they're always breaking. Yo, hi Nano Fate, how you doing? Just one purple contrast paint over it. It is kind of shiny by default. Yeah. Just seal in epoxy cube for best result. Yeah. You don't want your model broken? Seal it in epoxy. And then drop the epoxy from a 10-foot story height and watch it shatter anyway. Oh no! Could you imagine sealing your model in epoxy, but the weight of the liquid epoxy before it dries is too much for your model to handle, and as a result, it breaks in the epoxy, and then it dries, and your model is just permanently trapped in epoxy, broken forever. That would be horrible. That's what would happen to me. Oh gosh. Ba 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 ba. Ma ba da na 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 na. Honey. Ba 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 da. Da 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 da. No. But yeah, next week I'm probably only going to stream on Wednesday afternoon, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. I'm probably going to skip Monday and Tuesday because I need to take some time for. I've been exhausted recently. I need to take some time for myself to get better. So this week, I don't know why I said yeah. It's like as if I've been talking about this. So just like, oh yeah, I need to tell you guys. I need to tell you, I'm taking some days off next week. Don't worry about it. But your models of a jar for sealing results. Yeah. This is looking okay. Maybe. I started to look better now. The purple always makes it look better. Maybe I should have just done the purple first anyway. I just want to experiment with different ways of painting. Okay, so I'm having to take the model away because I need to see at some weird angles. There we go. Yeah. But one thing about Tyranids is that because they got all these grasping claws that are very thin, they're very easy to they get stuck in the gloves while I'm trying to hold them and paint them. And then they break, which I guess is why some people have those weird painting stands. But then it's like, how do you hold them upside down? Oh gosh. I'm so excited to get for Macarius, not for Macarius, for Malcador Infernus though. I do hope they update the rules to make it okay in 40k. At least make it strength 6. Make it strength 6. AP minus 2 and damage 2 is fine. Make it strength 6. 3d6 hits. No, 2d6 plus 3 blast. That'll be perfect. That'll be worth the points cost. It won't be too overpowered. Keep the ignores cover, keep the torrent. And have its explosive demise. Instead, every single model in 18 inches takes d6, strength 5, AP 2, damage 2 hits. Or strength 6. Maybe that's too overpowered. It's just such a big gun. And it has such puny stats. It's basically just a heavy flamer. He's having a stroke. No. No. I'm talking about for Malcador Infernus. For Malcador Infernus, it's a tank that I was showing off yesterday and at the start of the stream, and you're making me do this again, Talan. You're making me do this again. You made me do this. Don't blame me, you excuse. I don't make excuses. This thing. Forces of the Emperor, Solar Auxilia. Better idea, just get a night top. No! This thing. The giant flamethrower. Look, it's just a giant flamethrower. It's when you ask Cons to get the heavy flamethrower. This is what he brings. If Anthony wrote something like, that is cool, you would go, yes, super cool, wanna see it? No, I wouldn't. You want to see its stats? And this is its stats. Imperial armor. Oh gosh, the Malcador Infernus. Here we go. And here's its stupid stats. This is its you know that massive flamethrower cannon? This is it. This is its stats. 18-inch range, D6 plus 3 attacks, automatically hits due to torrent rule. Strength 5, AP minus 2, damage 2. A heavy flamer, a tiny little heavy flamer, has the exact same stats almost. Except it's 12 inches, D6 attack, strength 5, AP minus 1 damage. Right? It's basically, it's barely any better than a heavy flamer. Knight's Arcane has the same gun and a massive chainsword. I don't need a massive chainsaw. That's not the same gun. It wouldn't fit on a knight. Too big. You've been yapping about it. I know, but you were saying you're having a stroke, so I was showing you. I was showing you, so it shows you that I wasn't having a stroke. I was yapping about something that actually exists. And it's a model that I bought along with some knights for 19 quid. I said the knights weren't 19 quid. I bought for knights and it in total for 19 quid and some base cool stuff. There's some guy down at Tesco. He said he can get hold of them for 19 quid. Now I really think you've been having this. Why do you think I've been having this stroke? Knights carry tank weapons. It does have it. And extra Archaons is 2d6 strength. Like, why? But it's not that big. Because a knight's not that big. It's like this big. You can't even see my hands. It's so big. My knight Archaon weapon is like this big. But this big. Why is a knight Archaon one better? That's not allowed. I'm going to complain to Games. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to the CEO of Games Workshop and Citadel and say, hey, let me punch you in the face. Let me punch you in the face unless you fix my knight. No, not my knight. My Macador in fairness, I need it fixed up. It's not got very good stats. They're worse than it looks. Can you please fix it? And I'll be like, hey, yes, obviously Cupcake. Would do this just for you, cause you asked so nicely and you're such a cool person. We watch all of your streams. We love you. Bye bye. I'm like, yeah. That's what will happen. That's what will happen. Oh, I dropped it. I dropped it. They've been getting much worse for much less. The rest of the knights are the lanky ones that stand 30% taller than your Crusader. Archaon is one of them. Yeah, I know. But my Crusader definitely couldn't have something like that. It's like the size of a knight. It's like the size of your nan after eating 200 tons of McDonald's. I'm washing my brush. They've been getting much worse for much less. I think the next... I think we're going to release Cafe. I'm hoping for release Cafe. Crusader carries an RFBC, the same gun as some for us. What do you mean they can't carry... I'm not saying they can't carry tank guns. For Rus, battle cannon is like this big. It's like that big. It's tiny. And it's just on a turret. The Rus is this big. The tank turret's like this big. And the gun on it's like that big. Of course a knight can carry that gun. But the Malcador is like a big tank. It's a super heavy tank like this big. And its gun is the entire size of a tank. In fact, the gun is so blooming big, it has a fuel canister for it trailing behind the tank. It's not a tank gun, it's a tank that is a gun. A Lehman Russ is a tank with guns. A Malcador Infernus is a gun with tracks attached to it. Let me look at this Knight Archaon. Let's look at it. Yeah, Archaon. Punch your face. Oh, okay. Armies of Imperium. Imperial Knight. Yeah, that's not as big. That's not as big. It looks kind of similar, but it's not as big. And I'm being counted how many times they've been here. I got up to 5. I'm sorry, I'm doing it for the mem at this rate. No, it's time to set my hair on fire. Duck! Oh. I mean, it's okay. It's a big gun, but it's not as big as the Marcus Infernus. No. No, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I mean, that's not as cool as the Infernus. I mean, that would make the Infernus very small. Let me look at the Infernus. And okay, Guardsman next to that, Guardsman next. And maybe it's the same gun. Maybe it's the same gun. What does it say here? What does it say for Gunness? It's an effective huge flamer on tracks with a fuel trailer bestowed behind it. They're generally deployed to lead advance against enemy forces occupying especially dense terrain. What's this called? Baylor's fire bomb. It's got a flamestorm cannon. It's got a different cannon. It's got a flamestorm cannon. The Malkador one is called the Fire Force. It's not a gun. It's a flamethrower. Yeah. 12-inch move on this thing though, so it'll be out of range on like silly Macarius Firestorm. Let me go to the community page again. And then we go to 40k. We go down to field manual. Imperial armor. Asta militarum. Control F. Malkador Infernus. Here we go. Okay, that's called an Inferno gun. Meanwhile, there you go, Imperial Knight. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll, 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 scroll. Scroll, 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 scroll. Wait, it's not here. Where's the Imperial Knight? Okay, maybe the Imperial Knight is in the Imperial armor. Here we go. Okay, here it is. If I started, which one did you say it is? It's the Archeon. The Archeon. The Archeon. 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 Do. Archeon. Archeon. And yes, see, it's called a flame cannon here. That's also 18-inch range and gets an average of 7 shots. Compared to our 6. Oh no, we only get 6.5 shots on average. The Sylvestus, yeah, no, your Sylvestus Knight Archeon. Strength 8 compared to our strength 5. AP -1 compared to our AP -2. Ha, we beat you there. And damage 2. Receiving frames. In your shooting phase, after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks of a flame cannon. At the end of a phase, it cannot have benefit of cover. Why is it so much better? Okay, let's look at its stats though. Movement 12 inches compared to movement 10 inches. Oh. Toughness 12 compared to our toughness 11. Oh no. 3+ save compared to our 2+ armor save. Haha. You've got 25 wounds compared to our 18. Oh my gosh, so many wounds. Leadership 6+ compared to our 7+. Okay. OC 10 compared to OC 5. Oh no. You got 5+ invulnerable. We don't have an invulnerable. Oh no. Skaven Dan, hello. Where's the painting? It's here. It's here. Just look underneath this thing. Yeah, it's here. Hello. Oh, why? I've only got a twin heavy bolter. Okay, but we can get. Look, we can get a heavy stubber on ours, and we can also get like 2 last cannons or 2 heavy flamers or 2 auto cannons. Yeah, ours is better. I mean, you gotta get a Reaper chain first, which does massive amounts of. Okay, look. I'm. Black murder. It's not murder gloves. It show my hands don't get seen. Also, yes. So if the frame rate here is incredibly hard. Ah, you saw nothing. There are no models. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It just wanted to go flying. Yeah, this is what we've been. It's far from finished. This thing. For some reason, I keep getting distracted and going to a Games Workshop website. Ooh, flap, 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 flap. Yeah, this is a model I converted, and this is the other one. This one we started painting last week. We're not added the yellow to it. I've been experimenting with the yellows to see how to get a good yellow. Mr. E, hello! A little detail from painting. Yeah, just 5 of them. And we also went to, you know... Oh, gosh. Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to wave. And if I wave too quickly, you can't see my hand. It's like, zoom. Where's my hand gone? You can't see it. It's like, zoom. Look how fast I am. I'm Speedy Gonzalez. Zoom. Like a teleport. It's like, zoom. 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 I can teleport. Oh, don't bonk me. I can teleport. It's like, it's here. It's gone. Oh, what out? What out? What out? It's like this. It's like 1 minute it's there, but it's like, it's like, it's almost like it's rubber banding in real life. I mean, okay, I can move to a speed where I kind of blur a little in real life. Like, but I mean, not that much. Not that quick. Like, how fast can I move? This is how fast I can move if I don't want the frame rates just being really, really terrible. Yeah, at the moment, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't help that the... I mean, this is roughly the colour scheme we're going for. If we want to see a finished model with this colour scheme, this is what it looks like. It's... I'm experimenting with the yellow focus. I don't like how the yellow looks here. I should get a new camera. Yeah. The issue with this model as well is that you can't really see the mouth very well. But even if you could see the mouth very well, you can't tell that I've actually painted the teeth a different colour. And that the tongue is blue. It's very hard to tell the details of that because of the very light colour. What happened to your camera? I don't know. Well, I started the stream a bit late because I was trying to mess about with the camera, trying to stop it lagging, but for some reason it's just lagging so badly. I've done everything I can to try and fix it, but for some reason it just doesn't want to work. I just might have to get a new one. This document camera kind of sucks. Unfortunately, cameras are really expensive. I might have to put it on my phone or something to fix it. But anyway, I'm gonna say that, and we did actually get quite a bit done. We experimented with a painting of a yellow here. Still not a fan of it. We'll test it out more on the next guy. We'll get some washes on it, and we got the first layer of purple painted on the purple areas. And that's what I think eventually I'm gonna have to stop using these brushes for next time because they're just not detailed enough to do this level of painting. It's like they're just too thick. As soon as I want to do any detailing, it's just gone. I'm gonna have to use my actual proper brushes. Because I could try using the starter brush as it is a much smaller head, but these starter brushes have very little control on them. They are terrible. I still have a lot of eczema steels. Wait, who still has a lot of eczema steels, sorry? Oh, just any people in general. Yeah, but I need to get a decent camera that's like video and I can plug into my computer and it's just plug and go. I'm going to look into the camera to see if there's ways to make it better, because they do say that you can use this for like video calls and stuff, as well as documents and scanning. So I feel like there must be a way to do it better. I must be doing something wrong. That's what I feel like. So I'm going to experiment more with it. I mean, that's another job for when I'm taking a few days off this week. There are lots of cheap webcams that would work for this. I actually had a cheap webcam originally, but the issue was it just didn't stay focused and it couldn't really show the detail very well of models. This camera's pretty great. Unfortunately, it's better at showing the details on this model, which is a lot darker. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't like bright coloured things. I imagine the focus is a bit off at the moment. Yeah, this camera is much better once it's focused in. Like, you can see a lot more detail. In general. I don't need to put things straight up to a camera for you to see basic details. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get a proper camera. No focus, no frames, truly Cupcake Conundrum of it. I do have some focus. No focus and no frames. Oh, no focus and no frames. What are you saying, both of them? Next stream we'll place a hand camera with an MRI machine. No. No. I'm going to have to put... If I do get a new cat, if I do, it'll either be... I'll get lucky finding a really good camera for cheap. Also, it's not just that I need a camera that's not going to take up a massive area. Like my old webcam, it had this massive stand, right? That I had to clip it onto the desk. And it came over the entire area. It was massive. It was clunky. It was massive. It took about half an hour to set up properly. It wasn't very... The stand also was finicky, in which it was very easy to bump into. And I could potentially... You know, I might bump it and cause it to fall over and show my face or whatever. I don't want that side, but I want a relative... This is good because it's very small. It doesn't take up much space on my desk when I'm not using it. It's just a USB stick, plug in and go. It's very convenient. The only issue is just trying to get this blooming frame rate under control. Unrelated though, anyone interested in buying a second-hand MRI machine for patient is still attached? No! No, the MRI will be handy when looking for metal models. No! I think if I used an MRI machine in my bedroom, the walls would just have like copper wire just being ripped out of them, and like the computer's just going to be smashing into it. It's going to be terrible. Look, no. But I think, okay, so next week I'm not going to stream on Monday or Tuesday. I might stream on Wednesday, but only in the afternoon. There won't be a member stream next week. Thursday will be a usual day off. And the reason I'm taking some days off is because I just need some time to myself. I'm trying to get my back into good habits. So I'm trying to do some more exercise each day. I'm trying to sleep at proper times. I need to get some other work done off stream that I've just been struggling to get done. Find the time and energy for it. So I'm just trying to get myself into some good habits. So I need a couple of days of that. And I might stream on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll do. Probably just Elite Dangerous or whatever I feel like on the day. Friday, maybe we'll play more RimWorld. Saturday, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll start up Space Marine 2. And what do I want to do on Sunday? Probably more fist painting, you know, painting. No Tuesday, space trucking, let's go. I might do some Euro Truck actually, that might be fun. Oh gosh. Elite Dangerous, though, I don't know. I mean, it is space trucking, but we can also do combat. You can do all sorts of things. I've been having fun just looking at all the different things you can do in Elite Dangerous. I'm just sad how much of it's locked behind multiplayer features, though. Like, I want to make a wing of NPC starfighters. I want to have some NPCs in ships following me about, but you can't do that for some reason. Just become addicted to space trucking, many such cases. It's actually really relaxing. You can one of the things I like about it, because you can automate it, is I can just leave it running sometimes. It's like before I ended up leaving it where it's like, okay, I need to get to that star, and then it's just like, okay, assist, just drive me to the star and put me in orbit of it, because it's just a straight line. But it was like a few minutes. So I went downstairs, made myself a sandwich, talked to my parents, came back, and I was still 2 minutes away from the star. Well, it wasn't enough. Actually, it was. I think it was like a system with multiple stars in it. I eventually get a ship with a fighter bay and hire crew, so you can have a wing. 1 man or 2. No, a wing woman or 2. No, you can only have 1 fighter. Even if you put 2 fighter bays in, apparently you can only have 1 NPC in a fighter at a time. That's it. Apparently that's what it is. Second is, I want to buy a ship and like buy a new ship and then get someone to drive my old ship and just like follow me around. I don't care if I have to share money in XP. And you can apparently do that if you're playing multiplayer and you get somebody else to do it. But I want an NPC to do it. I don't care if my ship blows up and I have to pay to repair it. It sounds fun. And you can do something about making what is it? A squadron. You can make a squadron. Yeah, and you can invite players to join a squadron, but apparently you don't need to have players. The only issue is that squadrons have territory and stuff, and even if you're in single player and you make a squadron, ultimately anything your squadron does, like if you take over a system, someone else can still try taking it over from you. But I guess if billions of stars, you could just find somewhere no one else has gone to. Make your own squadron there. Oh, gosh. There we go. But yeah, so I'm going to take some days off next week. Just for fun. I'll release a schedule probably tonight at some point. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted now. My vision just span. I played some bumper trucks with friends in Euro trucks too. Would have been cheaper to sell my truck and buy a new one than to repair it. Next time you buy a cheap Ivoco for that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, repairing trucks is so expensive. It's like when I was looking at my trucks in, because I bought used trucks. And one of them isn't in great repair. And it's like, how much is it to just completely fix this truck? And it's like 170 grand. But you could buy that truck brand new with all the same features for like 60 grand. It's like, what? It's like, okay, maybe we'll just buy new trucks in the future. Get some rest with Cupcake. I will get some rest. It's also one of the reasons why I've not painted much today, I imagine. I'm just tired. This is why I'm taking some days off. I need to get my sleep schedule fixed. I need to get into exercising again. And yuck. Only 170k. I spent 291k. Yeah, but this was a used truck that only cost 70k to buy new. Like, you can buy it for 70k new. I bought it as a used truck for like 20k. But it costs 170k if I want to bring it up to full quality again. It's like, okay, I could just sell it and buy a new truck for less than half that price. Oh, gosh. But your truck's already a very expensive truck. So I'd expect 290k. This is just one of the cheaper trucks you can get in the game. It's just a basic truck. Actually, it's not too basic. It's got a decent engine in it. It's decent-ish. It's not the worst engine. It's not the worst components. It's just one of the default trucks you can buy for relatively cheap. I do want to play more Euro Truck though. I want to get my funds up. I don't want to level up. It's such a grind playing Euro Truck that I feel I have to do some stuff off stream just to get it up and running. And I've been preferring to play Elite Dangerous because honestly, it's just something I can do other stuff easier. Like, I can just like go and do like I can watch a video if I want to. But I can also like just do some drawing if I want to while playing Elite Dangerous. Like if all I'm doing is hauling missions, all I'm doing is picking up some trade products from one place and dropping them to another. It's like a few minutes of doing stuff and just a few minutes of just letting my thing drive itself. Euro Truck though, you always have to have your hand on the control. We got... Ladies and gentlemen, we've got her. I've been enjoying playing Elite Dangerous more. Yeah. Mine is the most expensive one in the game with all the top options. Even a paint job costs 50 grand. Oh my gosh, 50 grand paint job. Can I become your painter? Don't worry, I won't get distracted all the time. It won't take me 3 hours to do just a tiny little bit of painting. Oh gosh. But thank you for coming to the stream. It was very nice having you all here. I'm going to have to go now. So I'm going to give you a love heart and say thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Remember to take care of yourselves. Be kind to others and vice versa. I was going to say don't do it. She'll take years to paint a dog. Hey, I'll just get an airbrush. And then... What else do we usually say? Oh yeah, sleep well, eat good food, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes. Cupcakes are friends, not food. Love heart. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.